Hi guys, so I've been using the Canva Pro for about 2 months now. Prior to that, I used the free version for about 6 months or more, and I really enjoyed the free version. That was actually the reason I went for the Canva Pro was that there were some images, some aspects that I really wanted to use, especially those images that you want to click but then they're like pro, and that was really annoying. I think that was a major reason why I paid for the Canva Pro. So far, has it been worth it, or should I have just stuck with the free version? So that's really what this video is about. Is it worth it, free or paid for Canva? So first of all, let's start off by glancing through the features of the Canva Pro. Firstly, I'm going to say that the reason I subscribed, which was so I could have access to the pro images, which that aspect was so worth it because they have a lot of amazing images, and many of the images I use now turn out to actually be the pro images, which shows that even though the difference between the free images and the pro images isn't that significant, or it doesn't really matter because they still have a lot of good free images. When it comes to getting access to the pro images, it is so worth it. So now, other aspects of the pro which I really enjoy is setting up a brand kit. It has made my life so easy to just have my colors in one place, my logos in one place. So here is the brand kit aspect of the pro. So here I can actually create new here you can see at the top part, you can actually see my brand palette, and then here was the brand palette I was trying to experiment for another account. And then here I could also use I could select my brand font. I haven't done that on Canva. I have it on my Photoshop a PSD file, but I haven't put it here. I don't know why that is, but I haven't. I can upload fonts, so even if my font isn't here in Canva, I can import it in. I can add and discover palettes here, which is really amazing because that's actually where I got that deep blue palette that I'm experimenting with. You can see all these amazing palettes that I can just go crazy with, and I can add them so that when I come to check this out, when I come to a design and I'm ready to create, I don't have to start remembering the color code and then start inputting it and going through all that. All I have to do is click what I have to what thing I want the color to change, and then it brings out my brand colors. It brings out all the brand colors. See, here's my brand color. Here's one I was experimenting with. If I had others, it would have shown up. So it just makes life so easy. And then there's other things that I have access to under this plus sign. Like gallery is always going to be there. Uploads isn't free. Text, yes, there's some texts that are free. A lot of texts are free, but then there's some really nice ones that are not free. But when it comes to text, for me, that's not a major reason for subscribing to the Canva Pro. You can easily just download fonts from free sites and then upload it to Canva. And even if you can't upload it to Canva, I'm not sure if that's a free version, if that's a free effect or paid one. Even if you can't do that, they still have a lot of great fonts. So for me, maybe for someone else it would be, but for me, text isn't really a reason to go pro. And styles, I can't remember what this is about anyways. Oh, I think it still has to do with brand colors. Okay, so this looks like a paid thing. I haven't really used it because I just have my brand colors at the bottom. This looks like, okay, I think this is just a shortcut to my brand color place. So music, yes, this is another amazing reason to go pro. Personally, I think that apps like InShot have better audio, better musics, better options to pick from, because when I think about not just the quality, but then the kind of songs that I like to be in my videos in terms of creativity, I actually prefer the songs I hear on InShot. But Canva is really good, and having access to the pro, like when you're in the free version, you have such a limited choice when it comes to audio, but when you're in the pro version, you can go as crazy as you want with audio. You can experiment, you can go all out, you can use as many as you want, you can just have fun, especially if you're a music person. But my problem with these audios is that not a lot of them actually resonate with me. I end up sticking to just one particular one at the end of the day, which is usually Ixen, and then maybe sometimes I just stumble on something I like, but mostly I don't usually, let's say 6 or 5 out of 10 times I actually find what I want, which is fair, but it could be better, and I think that Canva should look into the quality of their songs. Not that they're not great, they are, but considering my taste in music, I think there's still a lot of work to be done in terms of the creative audios that are put on Canva. So is audio a reason to go pro? I would say yes, definitely a reason to go pro. So we have first, brand kits, the ease of having your brand kit already set up and integrated into your Canva, and it doesn't have to be just your brand kit, especially if you're a digital marketer. It can be your brand kit and that of many of your clients. You just have it at your fingertips. When you're done with that client, you can delete that brand kit and you're starting. It's really makes life easy. So what are the things? Here you have a lot of resources, which is another reason. I think it's another great reason to go pro. It's access to all these amazing, do I call them plugins? Not really plugins. Do I call them accessories? So here you can see logos, which is actually a place where you can put all your logos, which is really cool, because that is not available in free. So now when I'm designing, here you can have logos. So now where I am designing, and I just want to put my logo on the page, and I really don't want to stress to start having to import the logo as an upload, and then having to maybe use my Photoshop to remove the background and then put it in and then upload as a photo, and then before I upload on the design, I can just simply come here and just upload, and it just makes life so easy for me. So is that another reason to go pro? I think yes. I think it actually is maybe not a strong one, but a very good reason to go pro. And then you have all these other amazing integrations. I haven't really gone full on with these integrations, but I love it. Just looking at it makes me happy sometimes. This is definitely a strong reason to go pro. All these amazing accessories. There's this particular one that I absolutely love. I think it is Pixin. It just gives you access to all these amazing characters. I think it's Pixton. Let me see. It's Pixton. Yes, it's Pixton. You do not have this in free. You Google, you search by post and color and outfit, and I just have all these amazing characters at my fingertips. It's so easy. I think the beauty of Canva is the ease with which you can do everything, and then you have all these amazing integrations that I haven't even explored. You have chats, you have videos, all at your fingertips. This would be so cool if you were making a PowerPoint presentation. And then another lovely thing is that when I use an integration, it immediately comes to the bottom place, so I don't have to constantly keep coming to this more place and then start looking for the integration. The integration is added as a shortcut to the base of the app, of my screen. So is this another reason to go pro when it comes to integrations? Absolutely, very strong reason. Okay, so one or two more reasons to go pro, and we are out of here. So another reason I love, another aspect of Canva Pro that I love, absolutely love, is the effect, and that is the remove background effect. So I actually have to bring in an image here, so I'm just going to look for an image in my uploads, something with background I can remove, and I'm just going to pick maybe this. I don't know if I can remove the background of this, but let's pick this. Okay, so I can come to effects and I can come to background remover. This is not a free option, but it is so helpful. Why is I can easily do this in my Photoshop, but the beauty of this is always the ease. You know how much stress that is, having to do it in my Photoshop, bring it to my phone, and it's just so much stress. But here I just click a button and it is done. I mean, I love this aspect. Is this a reason to go pro? Oh well, I don't know. If you have a lot that you're doing with money and you really can't spare that amount right now, I'd say maybe not on the list of your reasons to go pro, but it is definitely a reason to go pro. Maybe not a main reason, but somewhere down there, maybe number 5, number 4, it is a reason to go pro. Okay, let me look around and see if there is any other filters. Yeah, you have more options, but for me, with the free Canva, I still have access to quite a decent number of filters, so not really a reason for me to go pro. It's a reason maybe for someone else, but for me, not really. Effects, yeah, same thing. With the free version, I have access to quite a number of decent effects, but it could be a reason for someone else, but for me, not really a reason to go pro, or not really a great reason to go pro. But this background removal, definitely for me, a great reason to go pro. And is there any other thing? That's basically it for me. Okay, I think this is not a free, not in the free one, but it might be. In case it's not, let me just talk about it. I think this is another great reason to go pro. The fact that you can resize the Canva you are working on, so you can see, copy and resize. This is really cool. Why? It's going to save you a lot of headache. Imagine that you've been designing, but you wanted to post on, use it as a YouTube thumbnail, but then you mistakenly designed on the Canva of a Instagram post, and now what do? Do you start all over? Do you start recreating? No, you just come here and then you resize. This is an amazing reason to go pro. That is, of course, if it's not already in the free version. I can't remember everything that was in the free version. I have been on paid version for a while now. So is there any other thing? I will let you know if there is, but for now, these are my reasons for going pro. And for staying pro, I am definitely going to be staying pro, if not for anything, for the background removal being my number, let's say number 4, for the integrations being my number, let's say 3, for the brand kit being my number 1, definitely. And then for there's one more that I could say, it's my reason for going pro. Resizing, which would be my number 2. Yeah, there are a lot of other reasons, like I said, music, effects, logo would be my number, I think I see 5 already. 5 would be my number 5 reason. And then there's so many others. I've said that I love the access to music, so that would be my number, you know what, I think that would struggle for number 3, for whatever reason is already there, even though I still don't really find music that resonates with me, my kind of music, but it's still worth it. So yeah, these are my reasons for going pro. Let me know what your reasons for going pro are, or which of the reasons you think would make you want to go pro. In fact, that's the question you should answer. What reason is going to make you want to go pro? That is, of course, if you're not already pro. And if you are already pro, do share with us in the comment sections below why you went pro, and help someone out there figure out if they should pay whatever amount they're gonna pay for the Canva, if it's worth it. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out. It's Girl B. I think I'm talking too much now. Bye.